In this video, we're going to use the surface area of half a cylinder, also known as a semi-cylinder, to form and solve an equation. Now we're told the surface area is 2003 centimeters squared. And remember, surface area is just the total area of all the faces. What faces have we got here? If I just kind of add some extra edges here. We've got this rectangle at the bottom. We've got the half circle at the front, the half circle at the back, and we've got this curved area at the top. So let's find the area of each of those and add them together. Now, firstly, we've got a half circle at the front and a half circle at the back. The total of two half circles is just a full circle. And we've got a full circle with radius x. So therefore, we're going to have pi x squared as the area of a full circle. What about the rectangle at the bottom? So this rectangle here. Well, if that's x, then the total diameter here is 2x. So in the rectangle, we're going to have this 2x here multiplied by the 24.8. If I do 2 times 24.8 on my calculator, I get 49.6. So it's going to be 49.6x is the area of the rectangle at the bottom. Now, finally, we've got the area of this top face here, the curved face. Now, if we kind of fold it out, you can see we're going to get a rectangle. So we get a rectangle like this. Now, we can see that this length here is just this length here. So let's make that 24.8. But this length here, the longer length of the rectangle, is going to be, you can see, this curved length here. Now, can we see that this red length here is just half the circumference of a full circle? Now, the circumference of a full circle is just pi times the diameter, which is pi times this diameter, which is 2x here. So we've got 2 pi x is the circumference of a full circle. But we just want half of that, so it's just going to be pi x. Half of 2 pi x is pi x. So therefore, the area of this rectangle here, the curved face, is going to be 24.8 times pi x, so 24.8 pi x. And we're told that that total surface area is 2003. So now we've got an equation we can solve. Now, this quadratic equation we've got here is a bit evil, but we can still solve it. We've got pi lots of x squared. How many lots of x do we have? Well, on my calculator, I'm just going to do 49.6 plus 24.8 pi, because that's how many lots of x we have. So if I do that, that gives me 127.511x. And then I want 0 on one side of this equation, so I'm going to subtract the 2003. Now, this equation definitely isn't factorizable, so I need to use a quadratic formula. How do we do that? Well, if you've got ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then the quadratic formula is that x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, like that. So the a here is the pi, the b here is the 127.511, and the c here is the minus 2003. So if I apply that here, I've got x is equal to minus b, so minus 127.511, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so 127.511 squared, minus 4 times a, so 4 times pi, times c, which is minus 2003. And that's all over 2 times a, so 2 times pi, like that. Now let's put that into our calculator. And I used my answer key to get the 127.511 exactly. Now, if I do it using the plus here, then the answer I get is x is 12 point, and how many decimal places? I want one decimal place, so 12.1 centimeters. Now, if I was to also do it with the negative case, you're going to end up with a negative value of x. But if you look at this, you can see that x has to be a length. It's a radius here. You can't have a negative radius. So it must be that x is 12.1. And that is the final answer.